Hello, all. Welcome back to my channel Vikram Tech Talks. So, in the last video, we discussed various data types present in Java programming language. So, in this class, we are going to discuss operators in Java. So, what do mean by operators? Is so operators are the special symbols which will operate on the given operands and produce a result. So they are just some symbols, special symbols. They have they are used to perform some specific task. So we have different types of operators in Java. Like they are like, depending on the task we are going to perform. So they are arithmetic operations, operators, arithmetic operators. So they are similar to what we see in our mathematics. So like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and also remainder operator. This one is different from our general mathematics. This remainder operator is different. So here we will discuss each of them in details. And second, what type of operators we have is we have relational operators, comparison and relational operators. So comparison of related relational operators, by the meaning of the sentence itself, it says that we are going to compare the given operands. Like in general, what type of comparison operators we will have? We'll compare whether the given two operands. Two operand means like two values are they equal, or one operand is greater than the second operand, or we also have the possibility like less than one operand is less than second operand, or greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to, and we also have not equal to. These are all the comparational and relational operators. So relational means, why we say relational is we are validating one operand against the another. So we are finding the relationship, whether it is equal or whether it is greater than or less than or equal to, and so on. So how do we represent them? Like the, as I said, like each operand is represented by a symbol, and for equals we have this one, two times equal. In Java, equal means not one time, one equals, like, and now it's different from general mathematics principles. Like in Java, we want, if we want to check if one operand is equal to another, then we have to use this double equals symbol. So we have this, we check equals by using these two symbols, and the not equals to, if we want to check whether a particular operand is not equals to other, then we'll do like this. And one, if one operand is greater than other, then we use this one. If we want to use it if first operand is greater than the second, and we have also less than, whether if one operand is less than other, we will check using this. First operand is less than second, we use this. And we also have greater than or equals to, it has same meaning as in mathematics. Similarly, less than or equals to. So these are the comparison and relational operators. We also have assignment operator. So assignment operator we have seen earlier. So how do we use it? So uh, in assignment operator, the value on the right side of this operator will be assigned to the operand on the left side. So this assignment operator is denoted by the single equals symbol. So then we have conditional operators. So these conditional operators generally used to check if like these conditions, if we want to validate some condition. So like we have like this this one, this is logical end. Logical end means if first expression is true and second expression is true, then only we'll take both the no then the result as the true. And we also have r symbol is given by this one. So this denotes that if given operators, if any one of them is true, then we will take as the condition as the true. So one more thing we need to note about this conditional operator is, so the second expression will be checked on the need. It's not necessarily if we give the operation two operands, like then the second operand will not always be executed. So if first operand fails, or like if first operand if the operation needs the second operand need to be checked, then only it will be checked. Suppose if I want to check, for example, if I have two numbers, one is, suppose I have like um, suppose a equals to, suppose I have a as 1, a as 1, then b as 2 I have. Suppose I want to check if a and b are greater than 0. If I want to check if both the values are positive, ideally, like I want to check a condition if both the values are positive, means like I want to check a greater than 0 and operator, a b greater than greater than 0. See, so I want to check this both the values, right? I'm using end operators. In this case, this b greater than 0 need not always be executed, right? I wrote condition like this. Suppose if generally we use this logical operators in these conditional operators in if block or no looping statements, like we use it like for loop or while loop. In that conditions we use this logical operators. See here, if you see, this is my condition. If I want to check this condition, so is the b greater than 0 always needed to be executed? No, right? Suppose if I give a value as the 0. So in this case, it checks if a greater than 0. So a is not greater than 0, a equals to 0. So then this condition itself failed. For any condition, if both the expressions are true, then only it should return true, right? If my first expression itself fails, then what is the need to execute the second expression? Because anyway, end logic already failed. So this b greater than 0 will only be executed if a greater than 0, right? I mean, this second condition will only be executed when first condition is true. So this is the case of end operand, end operation. So in end operation or end operand, second condition will only be executed only when first operation is true, first operand is true. So similarly, if I replace with r, So in this case, see, in this case, see, like for example, in this case, first condition is failed. So our condition works if either one of them will uh, like if they either one of the operands are true, right? Our condition. But in my first case itself failed, so then only it will go here, right? But if my first case itself, if a is 1, suppose if you assume that a is 1, so a in this condition first operand itself got success, right? So for our condition to get successful, one of them should be true. So first one is already successful. Is there any need to go to the second one? No, right? So our condition works only if the first condition is false. I mean, second expression will be evaluated only when first condition fails. So what I mean to say is conditional operators works, second operand works on the need basis. Second operand will only be executed if first operand, its execution depends on the first operand expression. So that's what I wanted to say. So then we have unary operators. So unary operators, by the name itself suggests that they operate on single operand. So there will only be one operand for unary operators. So like we have positive value and we have negative and we have, uh, we can also make we have increment if we want to increment the value by 1, if we want to decrement value by 1, this one. So like this we have unary operators. So what it will do is like positive, as you say, like it the particular value will be converted into a positive number, and if it is negative, so it negates the value. If it is this increment, it will increment the value by 1. If it is decrement operator, you will decrement the value by 1. So this is about unary operators. So these are the important operators. And one more, we have instance of operators. So this checks that if a particular thing is instance of an given object or not. So one more operator is we have bitwise operators. So this we rarely use in our programming, but bitwise operators works at the bit level. Suppose we have like bitwise end. Bitwise end means like first the given value will be converted into bits, and the operation performed at the bit level means like if both operand a, first operand and second operand will be end operation performed at the level of bits. Similarly, bitwise OR, we have bitwise OR, and we also have negation operator, this inverse operator, bitwise inverse operator, that will be like this. And we also have bitwise inclusive OR. It will be denoted by that special symbol. I can't find here where it is on my laptop. Okay, so like this we have. So this was bitwise exclusive. So all these bitwise operators we rarely use, but still if you have little understanding, that's fine. But mostly we use this kind of operators. We'll see each of them one by one. Suppose I